It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Potential tropical cyclone 8 is expected to bring gusty winds, heavy rain, and embedded strong thunderstorms up the Carolina coastline into other portions of the mid-Atlantic. A strong upper-level low will bring unsettled weather and well below normal temperatures into the west with high-elevation wet snow for the Sierra Nevada and northern Rockies. Severe thunderstorms are possible for the northern and central high plains today into tomorrow. Closer to home, late-season monsoon moisture lingers over the area, which means some shower and storm chances will continue over the eastern parts. The rest of the week will be dry as westerly flow aloft sweeps the moisture east of the region. This week's temperatures will be steady with daily highs running slightly warmer than normal, and afternoon winds will be occasionally slightly breezy. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Please be advised that 715 East 10th Street near Florida is closed due to a sinkhole and water line repair. The southbound right turn lane on North Florida Avenue is closed, as well as the northbound left turn lane on North Florida. Traffic has been detoured, so follow all posted detour signage. This road closure is expected to be resolved in 1 to 2 weeks. Please be advised that the bridge located west of the intersection of Washington and 10th will be under construction. Anticipate lane closures, detours, and congestion during the time as work commences on the north and south sides of the bridge. This is going to result in a slower speed limit, down to 25 miles per hour, and that's on 10th between Utah and Washington. Also, please be advised of paint striping, water blasting, and thermo marking that will be performed for multiple areas beginning on Friday. Please be advised of a road closure at 263 Robert H. Bradley Drive near Sequoia. Drivers will be detoured to Glacier Drive to enter or exit the subdivision. Access to the Otero County Magistrate Court and MVD will remain open as the Public Works Streets Division carries out this repair, which is expected to continue through Thursday. The painting of US 82 Tunnel near Cloudcroft begins today as part of yearly maintenance. The hours of operation are 9 to 3, today through Friday. Drivers can expect a single lane closure with a pilot car operation throughout the duration of this project. Drivers are encouraged to plan accordingly and expect delays. The Ward 53 Republican meeting is happening tonight in Chaparral. We spoke with Liz Winterroad, who is running for the State House.
We decided to bring the meeting to you, which I think is very worthwhile, and we want you to have the information, what's going on in this district and in Ward 53.
That's tonight at 6:30 at the Betty McKnight Center in Chaparral. 575-635-3849 for more information. The Village of Tularosa's regular meeting is happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. The meeting agenda can be found on villageoftularosa.com. One of the items that jumped out at me is Rusty Helton is going to be asking for the Village of Tularosa to water the roses in the medians.
It's been basically an emotional roller coaster as far as, trying to get liability insurance and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't think that was even an option, but we're the last thing on the agenda for the Wednesday night meeting, and I guess I'll ask them.
Helton speaking with Crazy Radio. With Many Hands are having a planting event tomorrow at the Tularosa Community Gardens. We heard from Greg Gutierrez.
Wednesday, we're going to be planting some winter vegetables like peas and cabbages and things of that nature at the Tularosa Community Garden. Hopefully other volunteers will come. We're also going to plant some fall flowers to bring a little color to the garden.
Again, that's tomorrow at 6 at the Tularosa Community Gardens, located between Village Hall and the fire station. You can call or text Greg at 480-489-1111 for more details. This Friday is the annual Thrive of Southern New Mexico Day of Caring, and they are seeking volunteers to help with this event.
We're looking for an additional 50 volunteers to assist us with residential project cleanups, such as trash removal, yard work, and minor repairs of the homes of our local senior citizens and veterans. Again, happening this Friday from 8 a.m. to noon.
Contact Stephanie Hale at 575-437-8400 if you have any questions or plan to volunteer. The Lincoln National Forest 29th Annual Youth Fishing Day is coming up on Saturday, September 28th at Grindstone. We heard from Amanda Fry, the Public Affairs Officer for the Lincoln National Forest.
We are very excited to announce that the 29th Annual Youth Fishing Day is back on schedule. The event will be held on Saturday, September 28th, starting at 8 a.m. We do have gear and everything ready to go for kids ages 12 and under.
No experience is required. If you have any questions, please see the Lincoln National Forest Facebook page. Well, today is Tuesday. It's time for an introspection with Pastor Johnny Walker.
Hey, this is Johnny Walker with this week's introspection, or just the thought of the week. Here's the question: what about our kids? As we engage in relentless discourse over borders and the confines of the Constitution, as we spar in the realms of boardrooms and courtrooms, casting blame and tearing one another down, the children are left to bear the weight of our ceaseless conflict, left to wonder, when will we cease our relentless bickering and truly begin to care for their futures? We claim to be acting in their best interests, yet they are never consulted or considered in our debates. When will we finally ask them, how can we mend this broken world for you? This is Johnny Walker on Crazy Radio. We'll see you next week. And if you want to see us before then, come on down to New Covenant Worship Center, 3000 Thunder Road, Sunday morning at 10:30 for worship service. We'll save you a seat. Be blessed. Be a blessing.
News from around the state in just a moment. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
This past Sunday, as you know, another attempt was made upon the life of former President Donald Trump by Ryan Wesley Ralph while he was golfing. Trump spoke yesterday on X Spaces from Mar-a-Lago for the first time about the incident.
So I was playing golf with some of my friends. It was on a Sunday morning. Very peaceful, very beautiful weather. Everything was beautiful. It was a nice place to be. All of a sudden, we heard shots being fired in the air, and I guess probably 4 or 5.
In a joking manner, Trump mentioned he would have liked to have sank that last putt before being ushered off the golf course. Vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance spoke at the Georgia Faith and Freedom Coalition about the incident.
Somebody is going to get hurt, and you think about what an incredible wound it would open up in the United States of America, all of us. And I promise I will do my part to tone down the rhetoric, but in particular, the people telling you that Donald Trump needs to be eliminated, you guys need to cut it out or you're going to get somebody hurt.
You know, sadly, wanting someone to get hurt seems to be the plan. Some have been online cheering the event, but chastising Ralph for not succeeding. It's disgusting. Others were saying that they expect to see Trump wearing bandages once again and saying that they would again be unnecessary. Unnecessary? Last time he was struck in the ear. It was absolutely necessary. But it seems to me that many of these people were those who wore masks while in their cars while alone a few years ago. So, anyway, to those that call January 6th an insurrection, I have to ask, what the hell do you call this? Trump went on to praise the U.S. Secret Service and other law enforcement, as well as the witness who took a photo of the suspect's car, which helped lead to his apprehension. 3 people were killed and 2 others seriously injured in a vehicle crash near the Arizona-New Mexico border. The Arizona Department of Public Safety officials said a tractor-trailer and another vehicle collided on I-10 near San Simon. The semi-truck caught fire shortly after the collision. The names of the deceased and injured were not released. The southeastern Arizona town is located about 11 miles from the New Mexico line. The mother and son duo of Xiaoping Wen, age 64, and Zhu Wang, age 41, who ran a total of 8 massage parlors in Lubbock and eastern New Mexico and were caught offering sexual services, are now facing federal charges. Wen and Wang were initially only charged with conspiracy to use interstate travel in aid of racketeering, but now face 15 charges including money laundering and use of interstate travel to engage in prostitution. Wen and Wang were ordered to forfeit $1.7 million if they are convicted. At last check, they remain in federal custody. Santa Fe County Clerk Catherine Clark is being called a trailblazer in making sure the upcoming election is secure. The National Association of Election Officials awarded Clark for its first-of-a-kind program. Project Bruno is designed to protect election tabulators from physical theft, tampering, and unforeseen disruptions. It also utilizes GPS tracking and uninterruptible power supplies to ensure continuous security. This is the first time the organization has awarded the state of New Mexico. But lest we forget that a state agency filed an ethics lawsuit against a county clerk who allegedly mishandled ballots back in 2022. New Mexico Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse Oliver spoke with federal prosecutors as part of a special counsel's probe into the 2020 election. The Heritage Foundation reports multiple instances of such crimes in New Mexico as impersonation fraud at the polls, false registrations, and fraudulent use of absentee ballots over the last 25 years or so. So yeah, Santa Fe gets recognized for election integrity.
Well, now I've seen everything.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Jeff Steinborn, the executive director of Outdoor New Mexico, appeared on KRWG about the outdoor economy and balancing increased tourism with conservation.
The growth has been, we've seen it in, obviously, when more visitors come, we see it in lodging, restaurants, those kinds of things, but then they spend money on other things, maybe while they're here, art and whatnot. The opportunity, but we've also seen outdoor companies start to really flourish, like Southwest Expeditions that provides tours to folks, new outdoor activities like the Monumental Loop bikepacking competition that formed that was inspired by the National Monument. And now we have visitors coming in from around the world to literally bikepack here in Las Cruces.
The Outdoor Economics Conference and Expo is happening September 23rd through the 25th at the Las Cruces Convention Center. OutdoorEconomics.com for more information and registration. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 41 matches for New Mexico volleyball today, including Lake Arthur at Carrizozo, Magdalena at Capitan, Gateway Christian at Mescalero, Hot Springs at Chaparral, Estancia comes to Tularosa. Wow! Go, Lady Cats. And Alamogordo at Roswell. Go, Lady Tigers. Says the proud graduate from Roswell High. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. There's a 30% chance of showers and storms, winds gusting up to 26 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight, winds gusting as high as 24. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 22. Your high today in the basin, 88. Low tonight of 62. High tomorrow, 88 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Wind will be gusting up to 28 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear, winds gusting as high as 24. Sunny skies tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 21. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 67. Low tonight of 46. High tomorrow, 66 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes this Tuesday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.